Hello, Internet. I'm Insane Lane, as well as a Canadian girl, and we have a sad one today. School shuts down after parent fights cop. I've seen the beginning of this. I have not seen the end. Be warned, this escalates very, very quickly from the beginning. So let's just jump right in.
Tim? Yep. Yeah, put your stuff down.
You're not putting no handcuffs on me, man.
No, don't do this.
You're not
Hey,
putting get your hands off me.
pick it up.
Off me.
No,
Get your hands
don't.
Don't.
You want to go? Get down. Get down. Taser deployed. Taser deployed. Get down.
Now back up.
Back up.
Get the back.
Back up. 1033. 1033.
Hey, let me motherfucker. Man.
You want to go?
Okay, as we can see, the taser not terribly effective there. I've heard a lot of both current and former cops say, even under ideal conditions, it is like a 50-50 chance of it working because there's a lot of things that can go wrong. Like, especially the kind that shoots out, they shoot out like this, and unless both of those prongs connect, there is no shock. It doesn't do anything because it missed, basically. I think this guy got a little bit of a shock, but I also think he pulled them out. Because, depending on clothing, like he's wearing jeans, if you're wearing multiple shirts, especially if you're wearing a jacket or something, they're not going to get through that because they're just not that strong. They're not that big. So, not effective. It's not good when the cops roll up and they know your name immediately and are addressing you by your name. Clearly, they've had beef with this guy before. They've had incidents with him before. They know who he is. Now he's fighting. This cop is by himself, which is not a good situation. He already used his taser and it didn't work. Now the guy's grabbing at him, snatching the radio. They're running around this parking lot that fortunately nobody's trying to drive through. Everybody else get out the way. But it's like, this is just, and you don't want this at a school. Like, kids are going to see this. Other kids are going to know whose parent this is. Like, the entire school is going to know about it by tomorrow morning. And kids are brats, quite frankly. Kids are awful. And they're gonna, whoever's parent this is, they're gonna be hearing about it, and it's not gonna be in a nice way. Because kids are kids, and they don't know any better. So yeah, don't act like this in front of your kid's school, but holy flippin' hell.
Why did you shoot me, man?
Get down. Get down, Tim.
I tell you, I said it here. If I said
Oh.
it here. If I said it here.
Okay, whoa.
Code 3 cover.
Okay, this guy, wow.
I'm not breaking the thing, right?
Okay, there's the officer spraying him with it looks like he's got like the liquid pepper spray. I know there's like a gel kind. I don't know much about it. This is clearly not the gas kind that we're used to, but still, you can see it's on this guy's face. He's already hit him in the face with it. And dude is just, he's like in Hulk mode. He's not feeling any pain right now. Maybe he's been hit with it before and he's used to it. Plus, there is a percentage of people that just do not react to any kind of pepper or OC kind of spray. It just doesn't affect them. It's a weird thing, but it's a true thing.
Don't grab it. Get down.
Stay out again.
Get down, Tim. Get on the ground.
Okay, now I hear backup, which is a very good thing because they need backup. But this guy is very lucky he didn't get shot. There are definitely other cops out there in other places that would have shot him dead. That is not my opinion. That's an absolute fact. The way he is acting, the fact that the officer used his taser didn't work. Used pepper spray didn't work. The guy rushed at him, grabbed at the officer, grabbed his equipment, yanked his radio. That right there. This guy could have been shot. And I think part of the reason that he wasn't is A, these officers have self-control. They appear to be very well trained so far, and they know him. They've dealt with him before. And I will say the fact they are in an elementary school, that's probably a factor too. Not that you ever want to shoot somebody, but that's a really bad place to shoot someone because there's little kids somewhere. But just, oh my God, like, do not act like this at a freaking school, dude. Boom.
Don't do it, Tim. Don't do it. Tim, knock it off, dude. Knock it off. Stop. Tim. What you got? I got his left arm pinned. Okay. He's got it going towards his waistband. I don't know if he's got this thing. Relax. Relax.
Okay, hey, we got this like split out here.
Okay, now I'm questioning if this guy is on something and not just pissed off, because there's 3 guys on top of him and he's still fighting with them. That's a lot of strength, and he's not the biggest guy.
Easy. We got it. We have one to change. I can't breathe. Not yet. There we go. He's
Go my watch. Go my watch.
Go get me a hobble. Okay. All right, bud. Chill out. Chill out.
While officers continue to have trouble restraining Tim, we soon find out the disturbing cause that led up to this mess, which is going to result in several felonies and a plethora of other charges.
Move. Get this hand. Get this. Bring this leg up and lock that. There.
Okay, stop. Hold on. Give me the hobble.
Yep.
Where's the underleg?
Right here. Wait, hold on. Make a figure 8. Hold on, stop. You gotta make a figure 8 here, or he'll pull that foot out.
What are you saying? I don't know what you mean by figure 8. So
Loosen that out. Okay, now cinch it down. There we go.
punch me in the face.
Yeah, me too.
Grab my try to grab my stuff. So
Glove up. Yeah, we got glove me.
You got gloves?
Glove me.
Glove up.
Relax.
Do we have the cameras working today? Can we get that video, please? Who's in charge of the video?
Thank you for all your help.
No worries. Can you pull that video up, please? The whole
Yeah.
thing, from him grabbing and assaulting her all the way to us.
Not a problem. Just give me a second to.
Okay, so he also assaulted a member of the staff. I think he was like in the office at first, probably fighting with them about something, and then he walked outside, and that's when the police arrived. As you can see, there were like 5 cops trying to restrain the guy, and he's still fighting with them. Like, I don't often agree with them hobbling people, but in this case I do, because the guy he still was not stopping. He's on the ground with like 5 guys on top of him. He's still trying to fight. So, yeah, I'm going to go on a limb and say he's on a little more than espresso and clearly caused an incident here. And again, a school is just about the worst place to do that. Especially this is in America too. So, like, it's going to freak everybody out all the more. And just, oh my God, like, just don't behave like this. Ever.
Are you okay?
I'm fine. Yes.
He he grabbed, my keys were in my hand.
Can I see your hand, sweetheart?
I'm sorry.
Can I see your hand,
Your
please?
Yeah.
Is the Band-Aid new?
Yes, I just put it
Let's
on
take
there.
that off real quick.
It's just a little.
That's okay. I'd really like to see it, though, please.
Where's Barb when I need her?
I think it came from the key scratching as he pulled the
Okay,
keys.
can you
out of
put
my-
both your palms
Yep.
down for me?
Like, this poor lady, like, she's shaking. He tried to take her keys. Like, that is going to make half the police force show up, at least. Because if he's trying to snatch the keys, then he's trying to get, like, into a classroom or something. Because if there's an incident going on at the office, they might have hit the lockdown button. Which, like, depending on what kind of system, it's going to make all the doors closed. The teachers are going to lock the doors. But if he's grabbing the keys from somebody, then, he can get into that classroom. Like, again, this guy is very, very lucky he didn't get shot. Because the way he's acting, like, yeah, just this could have gone a completely different way. And of course, like, I assume he's at this school because he has a kid at this school. What if his kid is, like, seeing all this? Like, you cannot be doing stuff like this.
Back me up on his car.
You're fine right where you're at, my friend.
Let's adjust this stuff. I don't want him pulling that hand out.
Help me! Stop fighting, dude. Hey, stop fighting. Come on now. Come on now. Come on now. Where'd he grab you at?
By the hand.
By the hand.
I had
Okay.
my key in my hand,
Okay.
and he said, "Give me your keys." I said, "No." He said, "Give me your keys," and I said, "No." And so then he grabbed my hand where I had the keys, and I said, "No," and I pulled, and he pulled,
Okay.
and I said, "No," and then I started yelling, "Help!
And
Help!"
me and
And
Miss came running out, and I pushed him out of the way, tried to grab the keys, and then he was starting to come after me, and then Miss kind of got involved. So it was.
What did he say to you?
He didn't say anything. He's like, his son's supposed to be here at this school. I was like, no, he is not here. School gets out at 2:00. He is not here. He was saying that somebody told him his son's here.
You all right? Easy, dude. Can somebody double lock these cuffs?
Cuff key right here. Got it.
He was like, I'm just getting off with drugs, and we are like,
Oh.
thank you for sharing that information with us. We're glad you're getting off the drugs, but get off the premises. School is out. You are not welcome here.
Okay, I'm gonna say he's not so much off the drugs yet. And from what they just said, yes, he has a child at the school. It's about 3:30 when this is happening, and they said kids get out at 2 today, so his kid wasn't there. 3:30 is usually go home time for most schools. Pretty much every school I ever went to, yeah, it was like 8:30 to 3:30. And start time would vary a little, but 3:30 home time is pretty much universal. So yeah, he was probably there expecting that, at like 3:30 the kids would be coming out and he would pick up his son who, like, I'm wondering, since there's drugs involved, does he have parental rights still? Does he have, like, split custody with mom, or like, like, what is the custody situation? Because that leads to custody situations in schools happen all the time, where parents who do not have access to the child, or are not supposed to have access to the child, will show up at the school thinking the school doesn't know any better, and will just, all you have to do is say, well, I'm the parent, I'm here to pick up my son or daughter, and they expect the school to just, like, hand over the child. It don't work like that. It don't work like that at all. Schools are incredibly careful about who is allowed to take the child home. Even in, like, perfectly normal, happy marriages, if only mom's name is on the list of people that can pick up the child, guess what? Dad can't pick up the child. Even though everything's fine, and, it's one of those days, the only way dad's picking up the child is if mom calls the school and says, okay, we're, a little off schedule today. I need my husband to pick up the kid. So for today only, I'm giving permission for my child to be picked up by my husband. And that's how it works. Because I had a friend for a long time that has a little one in elementary school, and most days she was able to pick him up. But on days when she couldn't, she would have to call and be like, yeah, grandma's going to pick him up. Auntie's going to pick him up. Next door neighbor's going to pick him up. Like when she got stuck at work or got stuck in traffic. And the school will not release the kid to anybody not on the list. So I'm going to guess he's not on the list. And that's a serious problem. There's a kitty wrapping around my legs. I would grab him and pick him up, but one, he's very, very heavy. And two, he doesn't like to be picked up. He will fight with you like this guy. Won't you, Thomas? Maybe someday. If I catch him and then can hold on to him until I can get a recording going.
Okay. Somebody's going to come write you or give you some statement forms here in a minute, okay? You're willing to write me a statement about what
I need you
happened?
to talk a little louder.
Sorry. Just give me 2 seconds. Let me take a deep breath. Someone's going to bring some statement forms in.
Okay.
Are you willing to write me a statement about what happened?
Yeah.
Are you willing to write me a statement as well?
Yeah.
All right, thanks, guys. I'll be back just a little bit. I'm fine. She's got video coming. Victims inside, PC assault 4,
Still going.
elite DV, trespass 2nd degree,
Keep it. Whoa, spit hood.
2 counts of assault 3rd degree, maybe 3 now since you spit. Resisting in obstruction at this point. She's got video. Victims inside. I got pictures of the victim. If we can just hand out statement forms. to everybody here, and then the video should be done in a minute.
Like one,
No,
Okay,
we're
there's
just
like-
waiting on the damn ambulance.
What do we?
like seriously, there's like 7 people holding this guy down. He's still fighting. Now I think they've got medics here now because they tased him. They probably have to.
Need out here.
He needs to go to the hospital.
Okay.
We need witness statements for the fighting. You already got that.
Video's on the way.
And
PC
we need to
for
investigate the regional incident.
PC for assault for domestic violence already. Criminal trespass 2nd degree.
Okay.
Resisting obstruction. Assault 3 times 2.
Got it. Hey, just
Assault 3 times 3. Start taking pictures of everything everywhere. He got tased once, OC'd twice, punched in the face a few times.
And he's still going. I'm curious, they said domestic. I'm not sure what that is. Because as far as I know, he never the child was not there, so he didn't hurt the child. They haven't said like a wife or girlfriend is there. So I'm not sure where they're getting domestic violence from. Maybe we'll get more information on that. But he is still fighting with them. After all that. He has to be on something because most people would be like so beyond spent. Like getting tased is enough for most people. He got tased, then pepper sprayed, then a bunch of people piled on him, and they just said he got punched in the face a few times while they were trying to subdue him. I'm not in agreement with the punching in the face. That's not a good thing. But that might have happened when he was rushing up on the officer and he was swinging at the cop and the cop swung back. Fight's a fight. Things are going to happen. Hopefully that didn't happen when he was pinned to the ground because not good. But he's still fighting with all these people.
Hey, man. We would like to relieve pressure, but you got to stop kicking. Okay, we'll keep him where he is. Hey, hang tight, bud. Hang tight. Okay. We're trying to get you help here. Okay.
Take slow, deep
We understand that the OC is probably still bad. Okay. But what you need to do is you need to stop. Take.
the ambulance here.
That's something we can do.
Stop kicking. This is a robbery.
You tried to grab her keys?
Yes, he demanded her car keys and took them from her. They had a fight over the keys. That's how she got injured, and he got the keys away from her.
Rob one.
Yeah.
Okay.
He came
Okay.
wanting to see his son. First of all, the son's mother called me before school was out, wanting to make sure he was getting on the daycare bus. His dad's here in town, wants to try and see him. I got to tell something wasn't right. He was thinking I was lying to him that the kids were still here. I said, I'm sorry, they get out at 2:00 on Wednesdays. Well, why are you all here? He wouldn't leave. He's knocking on my window, pounding on the door. I called the little boy's mom. I'm like, Priscilla, what's the deal? She goes, there's a restraining order. I said, yes, there is. I see that.
There it is.
So then I look out and sweet little Sarah was coming in, which she's just a community service person. She doesn't even work here, has no keys. So when she came up, I just went out that door because I once again I wanted to let her in, but not him.
Right.
So then after I gave her the book, she went back to get in her truck and he would just not get out of her face. So I was watching. I'm going to go back out there, and then I saw him grab her at her, and that's when I called 911. So
Okay.
that's when we
Perfect.
started.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Okay, so critical information. There's a restraining order. So I'm going to guess, no, he does not have parental rights right now. There might be like a divorce in progress. Who knows? But the mom gave the school the heads up that he's in town. He wants to see the kid, and that's not allowed to happen. Thankfully, it was an early day. The kids were not there, so they didn't see any of this, which is the best possible outcome. But like this, like kids tomorrow are still going to hear about this because staff's going to be talking about it. And so it's going to get around still. Everyone's going to know. Like, it's so bad when parents do this shit at schools. Because I've been there. I've dealt with it. Not to this degree, but, when I was about the same age as the kids in this school, there was a custody fight going on. And, both my parents had their moments of being stupid. And I had to deal with it. Sometimes at school. and it was not good. So, and then this, like half the freaking police force is here. It's sad, and like drugs are probably the reason that there's a restraining order. It's probably why he's not able to see the kid right now. So the guy needs help. He needs to get treatment and get it together. But you can't be doing this, because stuff like this is just going to guarantee that like he never sees his kid again. He's going to lose like whatever rights he has left, whatever chance of getting them back. Doing things like this, a judge sees you acting like this at the school, you're so done. They're not going to tolerate this ever.
The restraint on the other side so when he goes in.
Watch this hood, yeah.
You want him?
It took 5 of us to handcuff him.
Try to relax. You got tons of restraints on you, Roger.
So you're good?
Yeah, I'm good. He grabbed my mic and tried to rip my mic off, so that's when I grabbed it, and I was like, I'm not gonna have comms, so I just said 1033, give me whoever. My shit was hanging down, he's holding on to it, fighting with me, so punched me in the face a couple times.
Well, your face could use it.
I don't blame him. I would too. That's why he's here. Supposedly here to see his kid. Try to pick his kid.
Get in a fight, get razzed by the other guys. I know it's like guy code, it's bro code, dude code, whatever, but like, oh, come on.
Get up. So yeah, I got OC all over me, so I'm burning.
What do you need?
I
got some wipes. I'll give you.
please and thank you. Actually, that'd be awesome.
We're gonna get you off to the hospital, okay?
Now, can you guys remember the days when you sent your child to school and for the most part it was a safe?
Okay, that's apparently, is this all just this guy? Yep. Okay. No offense to him, but we're not listening to that. So that's all we get to see. I guess he got taken to the hospital where he definitely needed to be for more reasons than one. Because there's no way he was completely sober acting like that. No way. Not with being tased and sprayed and then like fighting that many people and just continuing to fight like that. There's no way. So yeah, just very, very sad situation when things like that happen at a school or like, at grandma's house and stuff like that. It's the kind of thing you hope never happens, but it often does. Like that's why custody fights are some of the most vicious, nasty, like unexpected things happen. Like it's up there with like domestic violence when cops say like those are the most dangerous calls, especially when there's like custody battles going on. That'll escalate things like no tomorrow, because both parents can fall into this trap of like kind of seeing the kid as property, and forgetting that this is a tiny human being that can get hurt and can get like bullied at school because of stuff like this. And a lot of the times it's coming with a divorce at the same time, so the parents get into this mindset of wanting to just win or beat the other one, or I want my kid to like me best, and a lot of stupid things that adults should know better. This guy definitely should, but it sounds like he's got some bigger issues going on. So hopefully he got the help he needed. Hopefully this didn't get too all over school for the kid. Hopefully they were able to contain it, and the other kids were nicer than kids usually are. Kids don't mean to be mean, but sometimes they are. And, adults need to handle their things like adults and keep it away from the kids. But those are my thoughts. What are yours? Please leave them in the comments. I'm giving the cops an absolute A+. They all handled this as well as they possibly could. It was just a situation where just overwhelming force was needed. And, it's unfortunate that it got violent, but it was unavoidable. And they certainly did not start it. And they responded with a lot more restraint than I've seen in other videos. Like, again, this guy easily could have been shot. Easily could have happened. And it didn't. So that's very, very good, because that's never the outcome you want. As for school shuts down after parent fights cop, yep. And I promise you, they're going to have a meeting at that school about safety and security and how to avoid these kind of events in future. Things will change because this happened. But that's going to do it for this one. I've been Insane Lane as well as the Canadian Girl. If you're new here, please like, comment, and subscribe, and take care of you and love on a fur baby. Bye bye.